What's going on, men of the covenant? Hey, it's Byron Watson here. Just want to say hello this first day of May, reaching out to you, and just want to fellowship with you. You know, I'm looking forward to the upcoming month. Let me get this camera right so it doesn't fall out all over the place. I'm going to be wanting to communicate daily with the people I care most about. You know, the associations that I'm a part of and serve. You know, and so I want to do a video, let you know I'm thinking of you, right? A little selfish motives with it as well, of course. You know, because I wanted to just do something that I haven't done in a while, which is like do a video every day for 30 days, and I just wanted to reach out to my brothers of the men from the men of the covenant, so to share with you, right? And so if you get encouraged from these messages, great. Thank you so much for sharing the feedback with me, and encouraging other people to take a look as well. So what I'm gonna do these next 31 days, okay, is I'm gonna I'm gonna go into the book of wisdom, the book of Proverbs, and just maybe read a couple verses or share some verses that are recommended. Okay, and I'm coming from the New International Version. I have a Leadership Bible, New International Version, and so it definitely has helped improve my life from reading the book of Proverbs. And so, without any further ado, let me explain. The book of Proverbs has 31 chapters in it. Okay, 31 chapters. And that means that you can read one chapter per day from the book of Proverbs and get fulfilled with wisdom. All right? And so, today, chapter 1 has three, look at my camera there we go, look at her, has three subtitles here in the first chapter of Proverbs here. Okay, this first section here is the prologue, purpose and theme. Okay, and really from the first chapter, the first verse to the sixth verse, and the seventh verse really is really talking about decision making. Okay, as you get to know me, you may hear me say decide, commit, succeed, which is a part of who I've been and what I'm a part of. And sometimes we kind of lose our way, but we got to get back to understanding the process of making a decision, deciding. Okay, and so Proverbs first chapter 1 through the 6th and 1 through the 7th verse, and the 7th verse here says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline." Okay? So, first chapter, Proverbs, 7th verse. "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline." Okay? And so, decision making in my particular Bible here is day 4 of a 4-part series on decision making. All right, so the opening chapter is a prologue, is a purpose and the theme, and it's talking about decision making, helping people understand how to analyze information. Okay, knowledge is knowledge, but how do you analyze the knowledge, then apply it to your life or the situation that you're facing? All right, the next thing is the next subtitle is exhortations to embrace wisdom. Okay, exhortations to embrace wisdom, right? And so also subtitled warning against enticement. All right, so you know, in the Lord's Prayer, you know, lead me not into temptation. Okay, so we want to be cautious of that. And so the last subheading is warning against rejecting wisdom. Okay, therefore warning against rejecting wisdom. And this is goes from wisdom is what it's talking about here is first chapter verses 20 through the 33rd verse. Okay, and it talks about here that wisdom threatens to laugh at people's disaster, verses 26 and 27. And she threatens to ignore those who call on her in their time of distress and trouble. Comforting, right? Not at all, right? But it talks about the critical principle of wisdom is the person who refuses to act on what he or she knows, who refuses wise counsel, who ignores sage advice will get in trouble. Okay? In the resulting despair, that good information will haunt that person. The fact that he or she knew what wisdom advised will become a cruel joke. While this passage says that wisdom will laugh and taunt, all the noise will come from inside the person's own head. Okay? So a long-range view is a basic tenet of wisdom here. We want to take a long-range view of different things and be able to reflect on past decisions that we made in the past and how it has affected us. And once we reflect on it, to see was it good or bad, right? So we want to move away from causing harm and causing discomfort and disease. We want to be able to move towards what our image is, and we are made in the image of God. So we want to continue to move towards there. So, take a look, read along with me. Read chapter 1 of the book of Proverbs, and tell me what you think. All right. The last verse here I want to leave with you is the 33rd verse of chapter 1 is, "But whoever listens to me will live in safety and be at ease without fear or harm." All right. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.